Hello students, welcome to the Learner's Planet. This will be our second session for solving the questions of chemistry paper of 2010 or chemistry paper of 2010 of IEEE, right? So in our previous session we had solved some 9 to 10 questions, and in this session students will be solving few more questions of that paper, right? So let's start our session here. See, the question is, the energy required to break 1 mole of Cl bonds in Cl2 is 242 kilojoule per mole. The longest wavelength of light capable of breaking a single Cl-Cl bond is, right? It means the energy, how we will solve, how we will proceed. It means that the energy of light should be equal to the energy required to break 1 Cl-Cl bond. Right? Now, we are provided with the energy required to break 1 mole of Cl-Cl bond. So what we need to find out, what is required is the longest wavelength of light capable of breaking single Cl-Cl bond. So we are provided with 1 mole. So how can we find out the energy required to break single Cl-Cl bond, right? That is 1 Cl-Cl bond will be equal to what? The energy required to break 1 mole, that is 242, and how many bonds will be there in 1 mole? That is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 joules, right? So I think this is in it is given in kilojoules. I'll convert it into joules. So this is multiplied by 10 to the power 3 joules. Right? Now this energy is equal to the energy of the light. So 242 into 10 to the power 3 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, that is equal to what? The energy of light, that is hc by lambda. Now we know h here. H is what? 6.621 into 10 to the power minus 34. Right? And what is c? C is the velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8. Right? So, your lambda, here, your lambda is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 into the velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, and that is divided by what? Divided by lambda is equal to, divided by 242 into 10 to the power 3, right? And here it would be 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, right? So this calculation will give you the lambda. That is your lambda. Let's take out approximately. This will be 3 multiplied by 6. This will be 18 approximately, right? Then 18 6 is how much? It's 108, and that is divided by 242. So this will come out to be some 4, right? That is 18 6 is 108, right? I'm just finding out the approximate answer. So it is 108 divided by 242. So this will, if I'll round off this, I'll get 25. So 25 4s is 100, right? So approximately I'll get 4 as the first figure. Now let's find out where there is 4. This is 494 nanometer. Right, so this is the way you can, just by rounding it off, and you can do the rough calculation. Students, here what you require is you can't use calci, right? When you can't use calculator, so you need to do the rounding of things and all these things. So within a minute you can just calculate, and when you are provided with the 4 options also. So got it how we did? I think it's an easiest method. 6 multiplied by 3 is 18, multiplied by 6 is 108 divided by 242. 108, you can round off 108 to how much? 100. And 242, you can round it off to this as 25, right? 250. So this is 100 divided by 250, and this comes out 4. 4 is your first digit, right? And you can do your calculations either if you want. So the answer here is 4947 494 nanometers, right? So I thought I'll do the calculations like this despite using the calculators. So this is the way you can find out. So students, this was a very simple question. You just have to put some logic. What was provided? It was provided that the energy required to break 1 mole of bond is given here, and you are asked to find out the energy required to break 1 Cl-Cl bond. That's it, right? And here students, the marking scheme in this was +4 and -1, right? Now let's take up our next question here. Yeah, it is. Ionization energy of helium is 19.6 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule per atom, right? The energy of the first stationary state N1 of lithium ion is. So students, what is ionization energy? What is it? Ionization energy is the energy required to remove an electron from first energy level, that is n is equal to 1 to infinity, right? So this is the energy required. Okay, it means this much is the energy possessed at the first energy level. Now the energy of anything, that is if I take up helium plus, is equal to the first energy level, the energy of the first level of hydrogen multiplied by Z square, right? Now this energy we are provided with. It means say this much amount of energy is required to remove that electron from the first energy level. It means that electron is possessing this much amount of energy. So what I can write here is 19.6 into 10 to the power minus 18 is equal to E1 of hydrogen multiplied by, what is the atomic number of helium? It's 2, so it is 4. Now, what is your energy of lithium? That is equal to the energy of hydrogen multiplied by Z square again, right? E1 of hydrogen. So this is equal to E1 of hydrogen into 9. Why? Because the atomic number of lithium is 3. Okay? So, now here E1H, what is it? E1H, if I'll find out, what I can do here is energy first of Li2 plus is equal to, what is the energy of hydrogen? 19.6 into 10 to the power minus 18 divided by 4 multiplied by 9. Right? Now can we do the approximation? So this will give us the energy of electron of the first stationary state, that is n is equal to 1, right? So I can make it 20, this should be 5, and 5 nines is approximately 45, right? And energy of first state, it always comes in negative, right? So it should be approximately, what should be the answer? Say this is, if I am making it as 20 and I'm making it as 10 divided by 4. So I can't make it 5, I have to take it a less. So it should be minus 4.41 into 10 to the power minus 17. Right? You should just take the approximate values, just round it off, round off the things. Now if I'm doing actual calculations, your 19.6 multiplied by 9, that will be 176.4 divided by 4. Again, there is 4 4 is 16, so first digit is 4. Right? So here round it off and get your answer the faster rate, or get it immediately. So it is the energy possessed, energy of the stationary state is always in negative, right? You must be knowing that as the electron approaches from infinity to the nucleus, due to the force of attraction between them, the energy is released, and so this energy comes out in negative, right? So the answer is minus 4.41 into 10 to the power minus 17 joule per atom, right? So this was the question from structure of atom. And the marking scheme here was, students, plus 4 and minus 1. And I don't think so it's difficult, it's an easy question. Let's take up the next question here, students. C.